Alright, what is up everybody? Relic StarCraft here, bringing you guys another StarCraft 2 1v1 cast, and today we've got a pretty awesome game, hopefully, between mTwDimaga and SlayersMMA, spawning over here in the bottom right, and forgot to mention, but Dimaga is spawning in the bottom left, and if you have eyes you can see that, but if not, I just told you, so there you go. So yeah, pretty awesome, Shakir's Plateau. And I'm really curious to see how MMA does, because if you guys are keeping up with my channel, I did release MMA versus Xenio, and just spoiler alert, MMA crushed Xenio, and I'm really curious to see how he can fare against somebody like Dimaga. This will be very interesting for me to watch, and hopefully for you guys too. Really looking forward to this game. So already, wow, barracks going down in the bottom here. Probably not going to, just probably some mine efforts going on. Probably not going to be that big of a deal. Probably no real pressure is going to come out of this. Very well could, but I have my doubts. So we'll see what he decides to make of that, and we will also see what Dimaga decides to do. Probably looking like he's going for a 15 hatch. That is what he's doing. So 15 hatch. We'll see when he decides to put that the pool. He could go 16 hatch. He could just go for the 15 hatch. Or I'm sorry, the pool. This is a hatch right here, guys. This would be a pool over here. So okay, I do know what I'm talking about, even though it doesn't sound like it. And the first marine is not even out yet. I don't know why I thought it was. Does Dimaga know that this is here? I don't think he does. He did just now find it, so we'll see what he decides to do. If that kind of freaks him out or not, if I were in his position, I really wouldn't worry about that. Like, if you guys see this in, let's say you're a bronze through, I don't know, platinum player, and you see a weird barracks placement, don't freak out too much. Just scout around the base, see if there's other things going on, anything else kooky. If all you see is that one barracks, normally timed barracks, just in a different spot, don't freak out. Maybe just throw down a spine crawler like you usually would against reactor hellions anyway, and call it a day. Don't overreact to stuff like that, because that's what people want you to do when they, feign some aggression like this. Dimaga or MMA just throwing that down there just to kind of psych out Dimaga just a little bit, maybe force him to make a spine crawler he doesn't want to, or make some lings he doesn't want to. So again, guys, if you see this in your league play, don't worry about it too much. Just scout, make sure you have all the information before you make too many big decisions. So it looked like actually MMA might be going for a small, tiny marine push. Very easy to hold off, but does force Dimaga to make a couple lings, which he would make these lings anyway. Let's see if it forces out any additional lings. Very well could. And one ling does go down, and probably going to end up killing this other ling. MMA's SCV scouting out where that ling is, and MMA going to try to get the kill. Not a huge deal, but the benefit to killing these lings off is it will force another additional set of lings just to maintain map control and see what's going on. So very nice. A orbital coming down. Looks like he is going to be going for that delayed reactor hellion. Very good build. Let's see what is going on in Dimaga's base. Looks like metabolic boost is about 75% done, so should be fairly quickly. Third base coming on down. Very nice. I like how Dimaga is playing this. He kind of called MMA's bluff there. He realized, okay, you have 3 marines, you're not going to do anything, you're just going to throw down my expansion like usual. Not a big deal. And I like that a lot. So really nice injects. Look at that. Queen with 4 energy, queen with 5 energy. Lovely. Really nice to see that. Looks like a third command center coming down. Very MVP-esque here. Getting that third very quick, probably macro command center, and then can fly that off whenever he sees fit to do so. Got some lings hanging out in the center. Now this is the kind of thing that I don't really personally like to see as Zerg. Now he could very well pick off these Hellions. Now very nice read by Dimaga if this is what they were meant for, but I would be very leery about doing this in your own play, because These are non-drones. Just think about it that way. If we come to the units tab, Dimaga is only up 1 drone. He would like to have about 40 drones at this point in the game, but making those lings forces him not to have as many as he wants, and 4 Hellions is more than enough to kill these lings. So unless you have some purpose for the lings that you're going to make, I would be very weary about how many you do make, because now MMA is just going to sit back on these 2 watchtowers and just hang out, because he knows he did enough damage. These are not drones. Enough said. That he wants them to be drones, they're not drones. So Dimaga pretty content with sitting back, probably going to pick off a few creep tumors here, being very active with these Hellions. Pulling back could very well get some nice drone or Hellion kills, and a couple of them getting surrounded. Oh, nice micro from Dimaga too, keeping those lings on move command to get the surround. Really nice surround on the Hellions, very nice. And there is the orbital command, just being an orbital command. I got a Banshee coming down, and it looks like Cloak is about halfway done, so could do some pretty significant damage. There are 2 Evo chambers down for those Spore Crawlers, but will he put down those Spore Crawlers in time? And there's a Spire coming down. Third base is just now finishing up. Nice little poke with the Hellion here. Like that a lot. Just checking that third base. Scouting like Show. Doesn't scout with SCVs, no. He scouts with Hellions because he's a real man. So Engineering Bay finishing up. MMA going to be just a bit behind in his upgrades. Not going to be a huge deal, but every little bit counts, and we'll see if Dimaga is able to take advantage of his upgrade lead that he will have here in a second. We will see. Nice little split of units from Dimaga, making sure that there's going to be no runarounds. Ooh, and some Cloak Banshees sneaking in could pick off that Spore Crawler, but no, being scared away by the 3 Queens and the Overseer. Very nice reaction by Dimaga. Very quickly scaring those away before they do any real damage, and just going to probably put up 1 Spore Crawler per base. If that, he may feel very comfortable not doing that. We'll see. I would like to see 1 Spore Crawler per base. It's not a huge investment, and it just really keeps you safe. No Spore Crawlers or Queens in the area at all here. Picking off those Banelings, very nice. And, oh, almost gets all of them. 1 does sneak away. And 1 Baneling could go down. A lot of drones going to die here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 drones clearing that mineral line, and an Overseer hatching. 6 drones. Overseer hatching right next to them. Unfortunately, Banshees cannot shoot up, so it cannot kill that, but that would be very overpowered if it could. So, it looks like Centrifugal Hooks is finishing up. 1-1 is finishing up for Dimaga, and still no upgrades at all for MMA. I feel like this could be a slight blunder from him. He is meching. So he is getting that +1, or he's getting that Infernal Pre-Igniter. Still no upgrades at all, but it is mech, so not as important for those upgrades, as Siege Tanks are really fucking good, to say it in the most fancy way possible. So it looks like 3 Mutalisks just kind of... This is... I don't think I've ever seen this before. 3 Mutalisks just kind of chilling. Just flying around, not doing much of anything, really. But, alright, whatever. If he wants to make 3, that's fine. I am not as good as Dimaga, so Dimaga can do whatever he wants. It looks like MMA just planting down a couple of missile turrets here and there. 4th base coming on down for Dimaga. See what he decides to do. Mech can be somewhat difficult to deal with as Zerg, as any upfront engagement is not likely going to go in your favor, because the Thors will kill anything in the air, the tanks will kill anything on the ground, and Hellions are just so good against Banelings. Baneling's not doing the best against these Thors. Oh, not a good engagement at all for Dimaga. Really not good. getting one Thor in the red, two Thors in the orange, and one is still in the yellow, but a couple SCVs trailing behind. Gonna very easily repair those. And man, oh man, this is not good for Dimaga at all. Losing banelings left and right, exploding on something that they will not kill. And you gotta keep in mind, banelings are not a cheap unit. I mean, it costs 50 minerals because you have to use the Zergling that is produced in order to make the baneling, and then it costs an additional 25 minerals, 25 gas. So banelings are not a unit that you just want to throw away like that. And there's the GG from Dimaga. Really, MMA really impressing me with his ZVT. Really solid player. Really looking forward to watching him play this upcoming tournament. So, well, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys next time.